Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Art Smart. I'm not working from a sick bed or anything. I'm actually just working from home, and I have one of those beds that sits up, and I just didn't feel like putting it down for the video, so don't mind my bed. By the way, they are pretty cool, though, these beds that sit up and fold and all that. It's kind of cool. I'd like to talk to you today about Mickey Mouse, which is the relatively new series that Disney has produced of new Mickey Mouse cartoons that have been shown on, of course, the Disney Channel, their DVDs, and I'm talking to you today mainly about the first season DVD of these Mickey Mouse shorts. And it's also, of course, these shorts have been shown in film festivals and things around the world. So it's gotten a decent amount of exposure. The Mickey Mouse DVD is unfortunately something that I really wanted to enjoy, but I just don't. I wanted to say something positive, and there's a lot of things about it that I do like and enjoy, but on the whole, I just didn't think that the shorts here are very strong. What do I mean by that I want to like it? Well, the first thing that I do enjoy is that the series is attempting to kind of reinvigorate Mickey, and they're trying to do something different with the character. Too often you see characters that have been reused from the past, and essentially they're just trying to recycle old ideas, and it doesn't work. For example, the Looney Tunes have definitely fallen into this problem with the Looney Tunes show, where essentially they're just taking old shtick from the original cartoons with Bugs Bunny and Daffy and all the Looney Tunes, and they're essentially just trying to make new stories using the old characteristics of the characters, and it's kind of boring, and and they don't have the same feel as the original. They don't have the timing. They don't have that really distinctive voice of Mel Blanc. And the cartoons just don't really work nearly as well. Plus, there's cheaper animation, which doesn't bode well when you compare it to the old Looney Tunes shorts. What I like about the Mickey Mouse shorts here is that they're actually trying to make them different. They're taking a different approach by designing Mickey to have a slight modern edge, but definitely drawing most of the inspiration from the early 1930s. And arguably also the late 1920s, because that's when Mickey was first shown in theaters. So they're taking that 20s, 30s era of Mickey, and they're really running with that, but they're doing it with a slightly different design. Plus, Mickey has more gumption, more of an attitude here than he did previously, which makes him a slightly more interesting character. The shorts in general have much more of a modern edge, and they're faster, and Mickey is much more prone to get into trouble. So it's definitely a different look at the character, and I appreciate that. The problem, though, is that the shorts just don't have, in my opinion, a very good feel on their own. They're too fast. The cartoons are just flurries of energy for the most part, and there's not a whole lot of attention spent on character development. There's not a whole lot of time spent on the gags really having time to play out. They're just these relatively quick shorts. I didn't look at the runtime, but I think it's like 3-4 minutes in each short that are just kind of flurrying by. You know, all kinds of action going by. Mickey is flying around on his bike, or getting in all kinds of trouble around town. He's running after Minnie and things like that, and it's just there's just all kinds of energy happening, but the energy doesn't really have any humor behind it or any personality behind it that's really making it stronger. Yes, Mickey is definitely a little bit more attitude driven here, but the motivations for him having a little bit more of a attitude really aren't made clear. So really, these are just shorts that feel kind of cynical, and they are flurries of action without much of a story behind it, much motivation behind the characters, and the gags are not timed enough where you really have enough time to sit back and enjoy a gag and laugh. There's no differentiation between the pacing of one gag and another. It's just gag, 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 and most of the gags fall flat because they're all timed too fast for you to really sit down and enjoy the gag in and of itself. Plus, there's a lot of I think kind of that Ren and Stimpy 90s fart gag type stuff that is kind of become pervasive in Hollywood animation, and that's kind of seeped in here, and I just don't know if it really works for Mickey and the gang. It's just kind of weird when they have those kinds of flatulence type gags and things. I know Disney has been doing more and more of this over the years, and certain people find it funny. I certainly don't. But even if I did find it funny, I don't think it really works for Mickey Mouse. So in general, I don't recommend these shorts. I want to like them. I think it's great that they're trying to do something different with the character, and they're trying to be modern and not just reduplicate the past. But unfortunately, the cartoons just don't really have enough direction behind them that is clear and concise, and not enough of a hand of a strong guide to the cartoons in their writing or in their direction, I think, to really have them pull off what they're trying to do. Hopefully this review makes you a little bit more art smart. Maybe you'll feel differently and you'll make comments saying I'm wrong, and that's okay. If you feel differently and you like the cartoons, great. Let's talk about it below. Hopefully, though, you'll continue to come back and we'll talk more about cartoons, more about art in general, and we'll also get a little bit more into film theory here or there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.